argue that a radical KM has taken on a new urgency and importance as a result of the immersion in IT and dependence on IT. I love your notion of when you're training, you get into the art and not just clicking a button online, get into the art. Talk to me a little about that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's embodied learning is so important. We don't just learn with our heads, we learn with our bodies. And so this is part of why I do art in my workshops and my classes, and we do painting, we do drawing, we do, all kinds of different things. But we use paint and we use canvas, or we use pencils and crayons and things to draw, and we don't use some online app. Because part of it is that I don't want the technology to be a barrier. Everybody can pick up a pencil or a pencil marker or something and draw on a paper. Figuring out how the technology works can be a barrier for some people. So, and it can get in the way of the experience. The other thing with the technology is people can hit undo. So if you get brown in your yellow, oh no, I've got brown in my yellow. I hit undo, the brown's not in the yellow anymore. But if you put brown in your yellow paint, there's no undo button. There's okay, I got brown in my yellow paint. What am I going to do now? How do I move forward from this point on? Because it's out there, it's done. And if you're not careful, you're going to make a bigger mess of it, than just having a dot of brown in the yellow, or, whatever the situation is. And so, not having that undo button, having to learn and experience that resilience of going, oh, okay, I'm not going to be able to do what I thought I was going to do. How do I go forward?
Get around it.
And that's a lesson not just for art, but for life.
So it's problem solving at its best, isn't it?
Yeah.
You remind me of a little boy once who was showing off his reading skill to me. And the teacher said, now just watch him when he comes to the end of the page. And he came to the end of the page and he started sliding. And he said, it won't move. He thought he was on screen. He thought he could slide. He was mixed in his, and he was only 7, 8. And he says, it won't move. It won't move. And it was a real collision of the traditional with the new, and the dependence on screen, and the dependence at that early age on being able to slide the screen. But so how do we ensure then that technology and art complement and support each other, as opposed to dominate and suppress natural or organic creativity, as I call it?
We keep the technology out of the classrooms, which is not going to be a popular thing for me to say. I understand, but we need to learn the basics. Kids need to learn the basics before they'll pick up the technology. They're going to be immersed in the technology outside of the classrooms. The classroom should be for learning the basics and learning some of those soft skills, those core transferable skills that we were talking about. Sure. And learning how to think critically and creatively, and so
it's hard for us coming equipped with that traditional foundation laying. It's hard for us to even imagine the world of the child of today, who is working in the absence of that backdrop of having done deep learning, etc.